So early this morning, some interesting news came out. The Packers have added a punter, Daniel Whelan, who was recently in the XFL. It came out here from his Instagram where he says, "All glory to God. It's official. Thank you, Packers, for the opportunity. Go, Pack, go." And you can see it looks like he just signed some kind of contract with the Packers. So when we look at Daniel Whelan, he played college football at UC Davis. He then, in 2022, was drafted into the XFL this past year, and he actually made the All XFL team last week. If we take a look at his stats in this past season in the XFL, he ranked third in punting average at 45.6 yards per punt. He also had 11 punts inside the 20, which ranked third. And I think that's one cool thing about the XFL. I honestly haven't been watching at all this, however long it's been going on these past few months. But, the NFL teams do have that ability to sort of keep an eye on that and see, is there a guy over there who maybe we could add to this roster? And the Packers clearly found a guy that they thought could at least bring some kind of depth here at punter for the Packers. Another interesting note, he is originally from Ireland, and I think he moved to California, to Palm Springs, when he was about 13 or so. And so he's been in America, it seems like, for a while. That's cool that he's from Ireland initially. Also, too, to note is he also did some kickoffs in college. He, I think, had touchbacks on like 38 or so of 60 or 70 punts from some information I just read from Bill Huber of Sports Illustrated. But I think when we look at the Packers punter situation, we still have Pat O'Donnell on the roster, who is a veteran here. He's been in Green Bay for a year, but he's a veteran in the NFL. If we take a look, though, at last year when it comes to punting average ranks in the NFL for Pat O'Donnell, he averaged 44.5 yards per punt, which was 29th in the NFL. And currently, Pat O'Donnell has 1 year left on his contract with the Packers. He signed a contract last offseason with the Packers, a 2-year, $4 million deal. Before that, he was with Chicago. So he only has 1 year left on this contract. And so I do wonder if the Packers are looking at Daniel Whelan here, thinking that maybe he could be the future here when it comes to punter. And when it comes to these next couple months, they'll watch him in OTAs and all these things, watch him in training camp and see maybe he can be the punter of the future for the Packers if they decide to move on from Pat O'Donnell after this next season. Because you never know with players. You never know if they'll get another contract. And so it's interesting signing, definitely. And it'll be fun to see sort of what he can do here in Green Bay. That's all I have for this one. If you guys would like to stay up to date with all Packers news, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I also have a Packers newsletter. I'll be out with more there today and tomorrow, or in the next few days. So feel free to subscribe to that in the description. You can click the link, enter your email, and you will be signed up for that newsletter. But that's all I have for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.